So you start smelling yummy as soon as you put some of this on. Hey, what's up everybody? So welcome back to the channel. Now, I will be real with y'all. I just got this camera and I don't know. I'm testing stuff out. I don't know if I'm supposed to be looking at myself, which is what I'm looking at, or the lens, which is what I'm now looking at. So throughout this, I'll probably be going back and forth between the two. So don't judge me. We're going to figure it out through this. But hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been quite some time since I put out a video. I'm gonna try to be more regular over here with putting out content and stuff. But let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. If you haven't already, remember to go ahead, like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff. And let's go ahead and jump right into how to smell good all day. So one of the best compliments somebody can give me is that I smell good. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I get that compliment on the regular. Matter of fact, I cannot tell you how many times this week somebody has told me like, oh my gosh, like you smell good. Just passing by, just walking by them, they're like, oh my gosh, you're smelling good. In the office, people are like, oh my gosh, like something smells like really good. That is one of the best compliments anybody can ever give me, because that's something that I pride myself on, like, you know, looking nice, smelling nice. And I feel like it just helps to build your overall confidence when you are known as somebody who like smells good. Matter of fact, like a quick story. So I was working somewhere and I was trying out like a new perfume, and this lady, she really liked it. And I never really thought nobody paid attention to my perfumes or anything like that. And I remember one day we were getting ready to have like a meeting with some other people, and I walked in, or rather I walked by her into the meeting space, and she was like, oh my gosh, like you smell really good. She said, but one thing about you, you always smell good. Like you always just smell so wonderful. And I was like, oh my gosh, like thank you so much. And it was just great because it just really showed me like your time and investments into like your whole like I don't really have a skincare routine, so I don't want to say that, but into like your whole like hygiene routine. That's what it is, hygiene routine. Like it just is really paying off. So I was like, it's getting hot outside. Well, right now it's February, so it's like kind of cold, but next month it will be getting hot outside, and as a result, people, you know, will be pulling off the coats. Okay, not only will people be pulling off the coats, but people will be pulling off the sweaters. People will be having the short sleeves on. You know, it's gonna be a little bit too cold for the shorts, but some people are gonna be having the shorts on. And the things that the sweaters and the coats were able to kind of conceal, the short sleeves and the shorts will not be able to conceal. If you get my drill, the body odors will be there. Okay, you might be able to hide it in the morning because it's gonna be cold, but in the afternoon when it get hot, when things get cranked up, you're gonna be able to smell it. So let's go ahead and try to, you know, do what we can with our skincare routine. Well, not skincare, like I said, and with our hygiene routine, and see what we can do. So I want to share mine with you. It's really a laid back video. If you know somebody who needs this content, share it with them. Don't tag them because we're not trying to shame nobody. But yeah, so these are all the things that I use pretty much every day. And you know, try them out, you don't try them out, whatever. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so one of the first things that I do to smell good is in the morning when I get up, the first thing that I do, I brush my teeth. Now, you might be saying, well, why are you spending so much time saying, my camera seems crooked, but whatever, just work with me. We'll figure this camera thing out. I brush my teeth as soon as I get up in the morning. You will be surprised. You would be surprised how many people get up in the morning and they don't bother. They don't bother to pull out the toothbrush. They don't bother to pull out the toothpaste. They don't even bother to try to rinse their mouth out with some mouthwash. They don't even bother. The first thing I do, I take my toothbrush, I get me some toothpaste, and I brush my teeth for at least 2 minutes. Now, to kind of help with that, let's say you don't have a timer or you don't want to bring your phone in the bathroom, which is completely understandable. my toothbrush, it has a timer on it. So I cut it on, I brush, make sure you brush your tongue, the roof of your mouth, make sure you brush your gums, your teeth, make sure you go ahead and you do some flossing for 2 minutes. You know, you want to brush, and after you finish brushing, floss, and then get you some mouthwash. Some people get Crest. I use Crest, Scope, as well as Colgate. You know, I just try to, whatever is on sale at the moment, okay? And then sometimes I do use the generic brand. I'm not even gonna sit here in front. But make sure that you start your day off with that, because dental hygiene is so important. It is so important. One of the first things that people see about you is your smile. So if you have a pretty smile, if you have a white smile, even if your teeth like aren't straight or whatever, like people notice if you're taking care of the teeth that you have in your mouth. So start your day off by having fresh breath. Get that food from last night, yesterday out of your mouth, and start off with fresh breath. And you don't have to use the products that I use. You can use whatever products that work for you, but make sure you start off with a clean mouth. Because once you have a clean mouth, you're not going to want the rest of your body. At least that's how I feel. You're not going to want the rest of your body to be stinky. So, yeah. The next thing that I do, I get fresh towels and washcloths. So you want to make sure that you're using a fresh towel. It makes no sense to just use the same towel that you've been using for months, weeks, years at a time. You want to get a fresh towel and some fresh washcloths. Get you a fresh washcloth for your face and get you a fresh washcloth for everything for the neck below. Okay, and if you're one of those people who might only have, let's say, 7 days worth of towels and 7 days worth of a washcloth, if you only have like one washcloth per day, because some people, you know, I was talking to this lady, like they were closing down on Belks or whatever, and she was like, she ain't got that many washcloths or whatever, and so it's literally like a 1 per day type of situation. So I'm like, all you have to do is just like start up here at your face, wash your face, and then work your way down with that washcloth and throw it in the basket, and then you get a clean one the next day. Start up here and then wash the rest of your body. Don't start down, you know, down there or down here. Don't start neck below and then trying to wash and then come up here, because no, that's not gonna work. Start up here if you only got one washcloth and go down. Now me, I use 2 washcloths. I use one for my face and then I use one for everything below my neck. Why? Because you don't want to, you know, you don't want to mix bacteria in a sense, okay? You want to practice good hygiene. And one of the best ways to have good hygiene is have a washcloth that's dedicated for your face and also one that's dedicated for one down below. What I do, I take one washcloth and I wash my face. And to wash my face, I use the Yellow Dial soap. And before I was using the Yellow Dial soap, I was using Clean and Clear. And that was working for a while, but I'm going to be honest, like, you probably have already noticed, like, I don't have any makeup on. I have some dark spots from, like, acne, and usually I get acne around that time of the month. And a lot of times I already know why I get the acne around that time of the month, and usually it's because, I engage in eating sugar, okay? I engage in eating sugar, and a lot of times the sugar in the sodas that I be wanting during that time of the month, it comes out. It comes out on my face, like, it does. And then I touch it, which I'm touching my skin, and then it turns into a bump, and then, you know, and then you be squeezing. It turns into all of that. So one of the things that I found through watching different people on social media and me testing different things out, Clean and Clear definitely does work, but sometimes your skin needs a break from different products. So when I'm not using Clean and Clear, I use this Yellow Dial soap, and I'm going to tell you, like, I used to use this when I was younger, and going back to the basics, this is a staple. And then for my body, I use Irish Spring. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Irish Spring. Don't get in the comments saying don't use Irish Spring, because I'm gonna use Irish Spring, okay? I said at the beginning of this video, you can use these products, you can't. Do what you want to do. Okay, but one of my main staples, one of the main soaps that I use is Irish Spring. I also use the body wash of Irish Spring. I like Dove. I do. Sometimes I'll get the Dial body wash too, but Irish Spring is what I use. But I use Irish Spring. I like Irish Spring. I've been using it for a couple years now. Before I was using Dove. Really like Dove, but I'm gonna be real, Dove got expensive. Dove got expensive. And not only did it get expensive, but I was like, what's another alternative? So one time this was on sale. I tried this. I was like, oh, I like the way it makes me feel. I feel like I took a shower after, you know, because sometimes you use certain soaps and stuff, and once you get out the shower, you feel like you haven't done anything because you feel like there's like it's kind of, what is it, like a film or something on your skin. But when I get out the shower with this right here, I feel like I've taken a shower. I feel clean. I feel refreshed. So I use Irish Spring. I like it. I know some people like Dove. I use Dove too every now and again, but Irish Spring, I like it. So the next thing that I do once I get out of the shower is I pat myself dry. So I'm not one of those people where when I get out the shower I got to like, oh, I got to get all this water off of me. No, I like to just pat myself dry, because how I see it, you still want some of that moisture on your skin from the water, especially once you put on your lotion, because you want it to help kind of smooth things out. But yeah, I just kind of pat myself dry. I don't try to just be so rough and abrasive with my skin, because I'm like, it's wet. You know, your skin is wet. You want to take care of your skin, so you don't want to be too rough with it. So just pat yourself dry. And once I feel like I've gotten myself pretty dry, I go ahead and I use some deodorant. So I use Secret. I've been using Secret since I was a child. Like, my parents use Secret. I suspect my grandparents use Secret, but I use Secret deodorant. Love Secret deodorant. Definitely a staple. But I will say some people like Degree, some people like Nave and other products and stuff like that. If you feel like those products work for you, then definitely use those, but make sure you use some type of deodorant to help enhance those areas that sweat. Try to conceal some of that, especially if you are a person that sweats a lot, especially as it get hot. The next thing I do to stay fresh is I invest in some quality lotion. So I'm an EOS I'm an EOS girl. Definitely love this EOS. I like the vanilla and cashmere. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. Love me a good vanilla and cashmere EOS. Say that 5 times. 3 times. I love me a good EOS vanilla and cashmere. I like this too. I got this one from Target. They had a buy one get one free sale sometime last year, and I got this. And I will say these last quite a long time, and I'm not going to lie to you, I use a lot of this. Okay, I do. I use a lot of this in one day, and I've had this for quite some time. So once I get out the shower, what I do is I pat myself off, then I put on this Secret right here, and then we go over right here to this EOS. I put this on I don't put it on my face. I start right here at my neck, and then I work my way down. Now, if you aren't an EOS person, if you don't like that, I also use Vaseline. This is the kind I like right here, which is the Cocoa Radiant. This smells good by itself, and it does last pretty much all day. So this is another option too. Now, if it's cold outside, if I know that the EOS is going to work, but I feel like I need a little bit more of some moisture in my skin, I pull this out. I love me a good petroleum jelly, Vaseline, as we used to call it, grease. If you're from the South, I love this. So what I'll do sometimes, and this right here is optional, but what I'll do sometimes is I'll take some of this, then I'll mix it with this, and I'll just start from head to toe, or rather neck and on down. And you will be greasy. Once you mix these two right here together, you will be greasy. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it'll be 7 o'clock at night and you'll smell both of them, and you won't have to worry about reapplying anything. because it's gonna last you all day when you mix those two together. So once I finish with my EOS or my Vaseline, the next thing I'm going to do is apply some Bath & Body Works. I just like to put on a good spray when I get out the shower. Once I put on my deodorant and grease myself down, I just like to put on a good spray before I walk outside of the bathroom. Some of the fragrances that I use, and usually I use like a different fragrance every day, so I'm not gonna smell the same every day. So sometimes when I get out the shower and I put on a fragrance, I'll smell like warm vanilla sugar. And then other times I'll smell like pink suede. I have a cashmere one. I have apple cinnamon. Like it's different ones that I have. I just happen to grab those two. But I spray myself down in those and then I walk out the bathroom. And from there, I start smelling, you know, just like something to eat. Like you just want to eat me up. I don't know if I should say that. I start smelling great. I just start smelling great. So once I put my clothes and stuff on and I'm getting ready to walk out for the day, getting ready to go and do different things or out to work, then I actually put on my perfume. Now some people might say like, oh my gosh, like you're doing too much, but whatever. So once I get ready to actually walk out the house, I'll actually put on a perfume. Now some of the perfumes that I use, I like Versace. As you can see, I only have a little bit of this little. I have another one somewhere. It's in one of my book bags because I do like carry my perfume with me to reapply sometimes during the day. But this right here is Versace Bright Crystal, one of my favorites. I have a lot of these. Usually when I get down to this right here, I used to take the one that's in my book bag and I replace it, but I haven't done that and I did not do that for this video. But also something that I was just put on pretty much about 2-3 months ago now is the Estee Lauder. Let me tell you something, that smells so good. My mom, she uses the Viva, okay, I don't know the whole name of it, but it's the Viva something. And I'm gonna tell you right now, like she was using White Diamond and we all know that White Diamond smell. Nothing against White Diamond if you smell that. That's your smell, whatever. But she was using that and then they had like a fragrance sale. Her and my aunt, they went to some store or whatever. And now she wears like the Estee Lauder, like Viva La, I don't know, something. It smells like candy, okay? And I'm like, what is that? And so she has put me onto Estee Lauder, and so like she's gotten me like some of these little like samples that they have had, and I've been wearing these for like the past month or 2 or 3 or whatever. This Brian's Goddess, she got me one of these for Christmas, and this smells so good. Like it smells so, it's like, it just smells sweet. I don't know how to describe it, but I just love it. I love the smell of sweet. So this Brian's Goddess, Estee Lauder. Also I wear like this beautiful Magnolia. I love the way this smells. It smells really sweet too. This right here, this beautiful, is more of like a bold smell, but it has a sweet undertone. Then also this Estee Lauder Pleasure. It smells really sweet. Then I do like a spray. You know, you want to hit right here, and then because I am used to Bath & Body Works, I might do a little bit of this, maybe 1 or 2, not much. You can see how small these things are, and I walk out the door, and that is how I pretty much stay smelling good all day. So this is pretty much how I smell good all day. Hopefully you know, you could use some of these tips to kind of help you in your, I guess, would this be a hygiene routine or how to smell good routine all day? I don't know, whatever you want it to be. But anyway, make sure you go ahead, you like, share, and subscribe. To be honest, this was kind of awkward to make because I didn't know I use all these things. I didn't know I spread all this stuff on me. But anyway, so make sure you go ahead, you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.